congratulations on a very successful run.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome.
So why are you so obsessed with kale?
Why am I so obsessed with kale?
Yes.
You know, the whole kale phenomenon for me has been a very strange evolution that started at Comic-Con. Somebody asked me what I nerded out over, and the first thing that popped in my head was kale. And then it just sort of mushroomed, or kaled, I guess, from there, and now it's become like a real theme. Like I have this scavenger hunt, GISHWHES, and I have included items in the scavenger hunt every year that included kale. And now the National Kale Association is the official sponsor of GISHWHES. Doesn't really mean anything. They just gave me a T-shirt, but still, it's kind of cool that they're like acknowledging that that's a thing. By the way, since I'm mentioning it, the scavenger hunt has a lot of Supernatural-related stuff in it, and it is something that tons of Supernatural fans participate in, and registration for it is closing in 1 week. So if you guys want to mention that, it'd be awesome.
Don't you and William Shatner kind of have a thing with the Grishes? I mean, it seems like you guys are across Twitter all the time.
Yes. Well, you know, William Shatner participating for the second year in the scavenger hunt, and he seems bound and determined to win. He recruited the director of solar system exploration at NASA to be on his GISHWHES team. So, yeah, he's very serious about it.
How are you competing with that?
Well, we have the Shatner clause, which is that if someone like William Shatner actually wins the scavenger hunt, the runner-up also wins, so that, you know, ordinary people have a shot. But even so, last year he had Grant Imahara on his team. He had a very heavy-hitting team last year, and it was basically a group of like 22-year-olds that won. He came close, but a bunch of 22-year-olds won because they were just super hardworking and super tenacious, and actually just had the trip in Croatia with them, the winner's trip, and it was totally awesome. So anyway, there you go.
So, what can you tease about Castiel in season 11? Because last time we saw him, he wasn't looking good.
He's not looking good now either. He's still struggling with the effects of that attack dog spell from Rowena. So, we're really picking up the pieces right where we left off in the beginning of season 11, is it? It's a lot of seasons. Holy shit. Seriously, I mean, I thought I would join the show in the beginning of season 4, and then I was kind of amazed that I lasted into season 5. But we all kind of thought season 5 was going to be the end, and then we thought season 6 was going to be the end. And now it's like, is this ever going to end? It's unbelievable.
You don't want it to.
No, I don't want it to. It's amazing. I don't know if I answered your question. I went on a little tangent.
How far ahead do they talk to you guys about your character? I mean, like, I know sometimes they hold scripts back until it's time to shoot. So.
This is my speculation, but I think that they don't want us giving input. They don't want to give us reason to give input on the storylines. They're like, we'll take care of the storylines. You guys do your own thing. So they're not... they don't give us a ton of advance notice, but in the very beginning of the season, we get the most amount of advance notice because they have a long stretch where the writers are in the room before we start shooting, and so they have time to really get ahead of the ball on writing stories.
Where it's going.
So they give us right now, for instance, we're halfway through the first episode that we're shooting, which is actually the third episode to air. I shouldn't mention that because it's just convoluted. But we have seen up through the outline for episode 4. And sometimes at the beginning of the season, we've seen as much as all the way up through outlines for 9 episodes. So